Don't pick your nose on camera. Here we go.
Oh, I'm yawning.
Hey, everybody, come on in. We see you out there. We know you're there. The chat is live. We're live today. Live. That means you can actually talk to us.
I'm in Russ's spot. He's usually right here, and I'm over there. But now we're.
Now you feel better now? There we are. All I had to do was move you.
Be prepared.
I don't mean to make you uncomfortable, Ray.
Be prepared.
My comic book overlords.
That's right.
My mentors.
It'd be a whole different industry if we were comic book overlords.
Damn straight.
Just saying.
It might be good.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah, it would.
Would be good.
Yeah. Comics are booming.
Comics are booming. Yeah. I'm going to clip that too. Comics are booming. Folks, it's Sunday Funnies. Sunday Funnies for the 5th, the revenge of the 5th of May 2024.
Oh, my.
So come on in. We're here. The Facebook.
On that one?
It's an old thing. Yeah. I got to, I did free comic book day yesterday over at Galaxy Comics up in Saginaw. And some of the Star Wars reenactors stopped by. Just so the kids can freak at Darth Vader, like a 6.5 foot tall Darth Vader walking around the store. So all the kids were dodging and staying away.
I've told you this before. I've told you this before. It took me 4 days to hitchhike to Saginaw.
Yeah, it did too.
When did you last open the door?
Somebody was talking. Oh, that was somebody on Russ. Suddenly Russ is gone. All right. Hey, here we go. Running the opening, I think. Maybe a couple bumps before that. Last full day for this, folks. Get in on it now. In the time before Atlantis sank and the lands of the world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny. Leaving his Atlantean tribe behind and throwing off the shackles of Lemurian bondage, he sailed the seas as a pirate captain before seizing his place as a king. And now that he has the throne, how long will he be able to keep it? This is the Shadow Kingdom, the classic sword and sorcery tale by Robert E. Howard, adapted by Randy Zimmerman, with artwork by Russ Leach. Available now at funmycomic.com.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
We got some shit to show you today.
That's a brilliant logo for your book, Brandy.
Oh, yes, it is. A phenomenal logo. And you know what? The Red Dragon publisher friended me on Facebook, and I'm scrolling along my timeline, and all of a sudden this great logo pops up in that same font, and I can't read it. And it took me a second to realize what it was. It was the Portuguese version of that book. It's amazing. I sat there and just, stared at it for a couple of minutes. But it's really cool. That's really cool. Had a piece of Russ's artwork underneath it. Really nice. Looked really good. Can't wait. Red Dragon Press for all you international folks out there. If you can get that, if you need to read it in Portuguese, it'll be available soon. So
when is it?
Worldwide.
When's printing day?
The print files are done.
They're done.
When's it coming out?
Well, I've already printed the UK versions. That I'm getting delivery of those next week.
So
and the US version will probably go to print this week.
The storefront closes late today, early tomorrow, and we'll have a number.
The artwork is with RJ. So
wow,
it's good to go. We just got to give them a number and a little money.
Week after next, we can expect to be holding them in our hands.
Well, you can, yeah, because I'll probably get yours in the post by then. Yeah,
brilliant, excellent.
But it'll take him 4 days to walk it over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I start,
it's only a couple hours away, though. If you drive it over to him.
Yeah, that'd be worthwhile in my truck. Yeah. That won't cost me as much, obviously. Everyone should have their book before the end of the month.
Spend more in petrol than you will in postage.
Yeah. Everyone should have their book before the end of the month, which is pretty much what we said anyway. So
Yeah,
it's pretty
hoping
good.
so.
We
Here's
have-
the opening, folks. Here we go. Got to make a new opening. And Russ disappears again. Sorry, Russ.
or something.
So,
Yeah,
so I'm,
it's-
I'm munching something.
Oh, that's fine. Just adds to the transparency. Come on in, everybody. Look at that. I'm seeing a number up there I'm loving. Thank you so much for watching. Stopping by at least, maybe pointing and laughing. We don't care as long as you're here.
You
So
didn't say
it's Sunday
anything.
Funnies, 5th of May, 2024. What a great number. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Chat is open, by the way. Chat is live. Chat is live. So feel free to jump in. We have a great book to show you today. It's amazing. The Loudest. It is the loudest comic book in the universe. You're going to love it. That's how they tout themselves. Here we are. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. I am editor-in-chief of Arrow Comics, arrowcomics.store. If you want to see some great, great comics, not all of them are mine, but they're still great. Alice in Chains is should be over there by now. Fool should be there. Paragon's definitely there. That's a great superhero story. My version of Superman with a great twist ending. On it, HeroBot Zero is over there now. 2 issues of HeroBot. A little small cartoon robot defends his city from large monsters. A lot of fun. And coming soon as I have it in color, we'll have copies of The Unforgiven over there as well, which is a great superhero epic. It's the start of a fantastic story that someday I want to finish. So with artwork by Gary Thomas Washington, Marcus Raleigh, written and created by myself. So hopefully you'll go over there very soon and see that. It's being colored as we speak. So other than that, Shadow Kingdom over on
But now you've had,
funmycomic.com. Pardon?
You've had
What, Rex?
Chrome Dog and Sotak and other titles under Arrow Comics, right?
They're over there as well. Yeah. Yep. And soon AR13L will be over there. That was a great campaign that finished off at like 20,000, over 20,000 by the great Pixel Trader and Piper and Eric Hodson. That's a great fun book. And all of the hybrids are over there as well, including a couple of hybrid trades.
Rift Riders.
Rift Riders as well.
Soon,
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming soon, the Atlantean.
The Atlantean as well. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Great stuff. Red Dress Press is in the house. Chris is here early. Great group of guys assembled on the panel today. Chris,
Oh,
anytime you want to join us, you let me know. I can send you a link. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Dark Side in the house. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
That sounds threatening.
Nice to see you there. Yeah.
Can't get enough of that sugar, Chris.
Got to do a Bing Crosby imitation for that.
With a pipe.
With a pipe. Yeah.
yeah, make you intelligent.
And get enough of that sugar.
Where's my
Chris.
pipe?
Yeah, anyway. Can't
Oh.
get that low. Folks, also joining us today is Mr. Glenn. There, that's good. That's close. Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself.
And Fleming, I've just disappeared. I'm Glenn
You
Fleming.
just disappeared. Now you're there. Sorry, that was me.
I'm a writer, artist, and
I
He's
publisher.
apologize.
shot. He's shot.
I haven't had enough coffee this morning, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I've had too much.
Well, then this is really going to be a fun book for you.
Glenn finally pops up and he says, "I apologize."
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah.
Right, where was I? I'm a writer, artist.
Introduce yourself.
I'll start again for the 4th time.
Please
I'm
do.
a writer, artist, and publisher. I've got 11 books published, and relevant to this program is I've got a New Haven.
There's no relevance to this program.
You've seen it all before. This one. This
You've
one.
been misled.
Just go to Amazon or put my name in Google and you'll find me and you'll find all my stuff. 11 books, lots of magazines, lots of illustrations, comics, and all sorts of stuff. 50
Or
years
go over
of
to
doing-
fundmycomic.com and get that hatch annotated.
Yeah,
right now.
I was getting there.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
It's all right.
Getting
Just
ahead of
carry on.
myself.
You all know who I am anyway, so just put my name in Google and you'll find out if you don't.
Don't say that. Always the worst people go, don't you
Mike.
know who I am?
I don't mean it that way.
No, I know you don't. Also joining us this morning is Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, introduce yourself.
Hello.
There you go. Also joining. No, go ahead.
I'm just sitting there eating a pork pie. So there you go.
Look like a cook
Oh
to
my
me.
gosh.
My name's Russ Leach. I am a pork pie eater
Lovely.
and a comic book artist from the UK. You can find out all about me at russleach.com. Please sign up for the email list. There's so much more coming this year. Right at the moment, you've got 24 hours left to go back the Shadow Kingdom over at fundmycomic.com. We'd really love you to have this book because we're really, really proud of it. Randy did the adaptation. It's going off to our Portuguese publisher, Red Dragon, as well. So we're about to conquer the world, and we'd like you to be part of that. So go check it out at fundmycomic.com. You can get the link there over at russleach.com and sign up for the email list while you're there. There you go.
Yeah. Darkside says, hey, Russ. Whoop. Hey, Russ.
Hey, Ronan.
Ronan says, hail all. Hail, Ronan. Jonas
Hail.
in the house.
Ooh.
Giving us a wave. Hey, Jonas. Hope you're doing all right. Mike Smith. Ronan47comics.com says, hail all. Yeah. Glad you're here. Also joining us this morning, and I was going to ask Russ, sorry to interrupt, but is that pork pie anything like a pork pie hat?
No, it tastes a lot better.
You can eat
I'm
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I bet it does.
Very nice.
Great.
Is it Melton Mulberry?
No, it's co-op.
Yeah.
I'm getting off your Russ so you can eat in peace. Rex, introduce yourself. If you can. Are you there, Rex? You seem
That's
frozen.
Cookie.
There you are.
I'm here. Barely.
He's just waving. Yeah. Devil Flyer. Go fundmycomic.com. Go over there and check that out. Devil Flyer.
There you go. Destroy all humans.
Rex has been around for a while. You're gonna love this book. I'm telling you. Have you seen Destroy? You've seen Destroy.
I've seen ads for it. I do not have it. It's Big Treasury Edition, right?
Yes, it is.
I've
I got it
seen
right
ads
here
for
from
it.
Eclipse.
Yeah. Scott,
Go ahead.
who did it?
Scott McCloud.
Scott McCloud.
Yeah, from the Clan McCloud.
He's got several books on how to draw comics.
He does. He's got Understanding Comics, Reinventing
be on
Comics,
delay.
Regurgitating Comics. He does all of those. Let me change my name here down to period so everybody can see this great book here. This is a treasury-sized edition from Eclipse Comics.
Well, that's a big
I don't
gob.
have to. Trying to get it all in focus here. Focus. I don't know if Cartoon Kayfabe ever did this or not, but they should have if they didn't. Because this is
Hex Allen said that they had like a 4.0 earthquake over where he was in LA the other day.
wow. Yeah. Somebody, I'm not going to make a fat joke. I can't do that.
Okay.
Anyway, that would be mean.
So can you put up a regular comic there next to that to show people the size of this thing in comparison?
That's the size of it. Yep. Scott
Man,
McCloud.
that might be even bigger than Treasury size. That thing's
Loudest comic book in the universe. The fabulous first and only issue.
When is it from? When was it published?
I got to check the date here. It's after 85, I can tell you that. Because I know this is 86, November of 86.
Wow, that old.
Yep. I was at the Great American Heroes Con. That there was only one of those conventions that took place in Detroit. Adam West was the guest. Scott McCloud was there. And a group of us, including Scott, all piled into a van that didn't have any seats in it. And this was long before seatbelts were mandatory for anybody riding in a car or van. We all drove across the border to Canada, to Windsor, to have dinner. And it was a lousy restaurant, very bad service. Somebody had to go because they had served a particular dish that they were really fond of. And I won't shame her by naming her out, but everybody was mad at having to go to this restaurant. They had to go in order to get this particular dish. And Adam West was particularly perturbed. And anyway, coming back from the restaurant, we got stuck at the border for probably 45 minutes. I think the Border Patrol couldn't believe that Adam West was actually there, because I think he took a lot of pictures, and it was good for him for that to happen. But
did he have his Batman
he was
suit?
No, well, he wore the Batman suit for a couple of hours at the show, but other than that, he didn't want to wear it at all. Exactly.
Really?
But anyway, Scott's in the van with us, and we get into this big discussion about superheroes and comic theory, which was phenomenal. Just a great discussion. And at that point, Scott says, "Hey, I'm going to make a book. I'm just going to make a book that's a big superhero fight and show off all of these tropes and everything that he's learned in his comic studies." And then after this, he did Understanding Comics. So this comes with a warning here that says, "Parents beware, this comic book is exactly what you think it is. 32 pages of meaningless, overblown violence, mayhem, and destruction, plus one naughty word."
Boop.
Your
So
mum and
we
dad
have-
wouldn't like this.
I
would they?
was reading the chat. So did
Who what?
you have a year on this? If you did, I didn't hear it.
It's 86. Yep. This is a
86,
year after
okay.
that convention. Yeah. The year after that convention, this book shows up. Boom. And Eclipse printed it in super treasury size, because what do you do with a bombastic piece of work? You put it in the biggest format you can possibly think of. So here we go. It is in black and white.
That's got to be one of the last treasuries that was actually made.
I think the treasury format was raging pretty hard at this point. Yeah. I don't know if it was one of the last ones,
Was
but
it?
Eclipse
Okay.
did it. Yeah. Scott McCloud, writing and FX lettering. Bob somebody, LePan, it looks like, did the lettering, and Kat Ironwood was the editor. Everything else is Scott McCloud. What a great place for an indicia right there in the mouth.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we start out with Destroy and a scene of New York City back when the towers are still there.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nice work.
Look at that.
It's not what I was expecting.
No, look at that.
Oh, what were you expecting?
I don't
Come
know.
on, we
I mean,
showed-
from 86. We're going into. Oh no, this is brilliant. This is really nice. I don't.
We
know
show
what I was
great stuff here.
expecting. Yeah.
We show great stuff here. Destroy, 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 destroy. Somebody's mad. Can you read it?
Run for your lives. The Red Basher has gone berserk. As against
The
the
Red
Purple
Basher.
Banger. He's destroying everything in sight. There you go. Oh, now I can't read it because you've just bonked it.
Sorry, I bumped it. I'm trying to get up so that I can read it.
Well, I could. Yeah. No. Destroy, 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 destroy. There you go. It's the Red Basher. He's gone bonkers.
Yeah. So he's
I wonder
taking
what size,
9. Oh, what?
I wonder what size the artwork was on this.
Must have been big.
I'm not sure.
Must have been at least half up, mustn't it?
No.
Oh, I should have gotten my smaller version of this so I can read it. From the concrete canyons of Manhattan's wealthy Wall Street district comes a cacophonous cry. Across the slate gray streets and sidewalks, panicked pedestrians flee in frantic frenzy and terror.
For purposes of presentation, I don't think you read it anymore.
It says anxious authorities convene on the scene to assess the cataclysmic carnage. More destroy. Says it's been like this for about 15 minutes, Chief. He's already wrecked one building and about a dozen cars. Says we're sending reinforcements, Conroy. Try to hold him as long as you can. He says, hold him, Chief. With all due respect, sir, we're having enough trouble just locating him in all of this smoke and debris. And it says, destroy, he cries, destroy, 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 destroy. Just don't worry about that, Conroy. You've got Sparky in a copter heading south from Midtown now. He'll keep an eye on the Basher for us. Any word from Captain Maximum yet, Chief? Not yet. We don't know if he got the distress call. Says, I sure hope so, Chief. If ever there were a job for Captain Maximum, this is it.
Great 3-point perspective on that first panel.
Yeah, nicely done.
We're also being joined by Pedro at the moment.
Hey.
Pedro, how you doing?
Oh, no.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Pedro Ang. It's election day in my country, and I expect nobody getting shot. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We'll see how our November goes. Anyway.
Yeah.
You could kill that damn rooster that you got out there.
Oh, we got 3 new roosters. Those old roosters are all dead. So we got 3 new roosters, but I'm in a different property now, so they're far. You might hear them though.
A cry far off in the distance.
Oh, did you move?
Yeah. Like we got some land like further up the mountain, so I'm more isolated now, and it's good, man. It's not as hot, so
okay,
that's awesome. And yeah. More chickens. And I might get a goat, but I don't know. I don't want to be greedy.
Chris says, whoa, don't hate on the rooster, Rex.
Yeah.
I
thought you were the goat, Pedro.
A floppy soon.
What's that?
Dark Side says.
Thought you were the goat, Pedro.
Oh, no, I'm not the goat of anything.
Stream Wednesday, Chris.
I've been with some goats.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, baby.
Katie in the house. That's probably more information
Chris
than we
said
need,
that
Pedro. Thank you.
So, Katie.
Chris said what? At least
Chris
he's not a
said he
fishmonger.
got like 100 floppies if you go up there. On free comic
he's
book
got a
day,
lot.
he got like 100. He must.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah.
You got to go further up.
When you take off work again, I got over 100 floppies at the comic shop during free comic day. Yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I did a signing at Galaxy Comics up in Saginaw, and he had an entire room dedicated to dollar comics. So I found a great copy of a Classics. Well, it's not a great copy, but it's a copy of a Classics Illustrated book I wanted a better copy of, and it's still in shreds. But anyway, it's hard to find. Yeah, so, here comes the rooster. Oh yeah. Anyway,
that's Allison Change, baby. Yeah, here comes the snob, the rooster.
Here we go. More destroy. Comes
Destroy.
Captain Maximum.
Wow.
This
That's
is
a
by
little
Scott McCloud, who did Understanding Comics, Pedro, in case you didn't
Okay,
hear
okay. Cool.
when
Yeah,
we were
I've
talking.
just got here. I
Yeah.
mean, I really like the art. It's not like flashy. It's very like he does what's needed.
Uh-huh.
Like for example, that panel where he's coming towards the camera, that's like a basic like 1 point perspective.
Yeah.
And he's using that to warp the buildings. If you see, the building seems to be a little bit like wider than they should be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that works well. I like it. I would love to ink like this though. Just saying.
Says, Captain Darling, wait, it's me, Barbara. And he says, he can't hear you, Barbara. I'll
That's the
see if
flat-
our
flat
copter
iron building.
pilot has him sighted. But beyond that, it's out of our hands. Says, it's really all my fault, Daddy. Nonsense, girl. These are grown men. They'll deal with it somehow. So, of course, you know how they're going to deal with it.
Nice drawing of the Flatiron building there.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we looking? Here? Yeah.
Third panel. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm not a fan of what he did with the sky there though. But yeah, the building is
up
fine.
here?
with the line.
Yeah.
All that. Yeah.
This is all line work here. There's no zip screens or anything, any gray shade. It's all lines.
Yeah.
Dry brush, a little bit of dry brush work here.
Yeah.
Destroy. Great Scott, this whole district is like a war zone. All right, Basher, enough is enough. Says, you've been a bad boy, Red. I'm going to let you off easy this time. Heck, it's the least I can do for an old teammate. Just try to lighten up, okay? I mean, we can't go flying off the handle at every little thing, can we? Of course not. Says, come on, buck up, pal. Don't look so gloomy. All's fair in love and war, eh? You'll find a girl of your own. Just wait. Hey, why not join me for lunch? I know a burger joint just up Broadway. What do you say?
Know what's
Here
coming.
comes Kablamo. Yeah.
You know what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Destroy.
Destroy.
Kablam.
Pow. And so begins Captain Maximum's flight uptown.
He punched him 10 blocks
Through the
north
town.
and he's still going.
Yeah.
40 seconds, still going. Ah. Cross the west side of 5th, and you might intercept him, Chief. Says, we're there now, Sparky. And Barbara goes, oh, I knew it. This is horrible. And he flies by. Captain, wait.
Oh, nice. That's Barbara again?
Yeah. Wow, look at him go. 34th Street or 34th Chief and still going. Passes the Empire State Building.
Nice. 42nd.
Passes Houlihan's.
Didn't he?
Yep. 46.
Didn't he do Zot? Didn't he?
Still
do
going.
Zot,
Yes, he did.
Randy.
Yep. Yeah, he did Zot.
Mm.
I think that
Yeah,
lasted, what, 25
I read
issues
his
or so?
Zot out of a clip.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
more than that, 30 something. Yeah.
Did
I
it?
think.
Cool. Yeah. Still going.
Or maybe into the 40s. I've got the last issue. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that.
That's awesome.
Touchdown. Right down Rockefeller Plaza and smack into the Warner Building. A total of more than 4 miles.
Yeah, it's cooler if you've been to New York, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you'll enjoy this better, but if you live in Asunción, Paraguay, like, this might go off the top of your head a little bit.
Well, I got to tell you, there is a handy map in the back of the book.
Okay.
That shows,
So they
the paths of destruction.
Yeah, they thought of everything.
Well, you know, it's kind of like if
Didn't
you
you-
live here in America and you watch Godzilla Tokyo get destroyed, you're like kind of
Yeah.
lost. Same thing here. We've got to destroy New York, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So Maximum comes
What
back
about
and
that
smacks the
brushwork of this?
red molar. Go ahead.
Which
What about
brushwork?
that
Where?
blush? I'm wondering what Pedro thinks about the Empire State Building cloud work there on that page.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. I approach clouds differently, so maybe that's why it's a bit jarring to me. Like it wouldn't be what I do. Like it works there because it's kind of following like the movement a little bit, so it makes a
That's
little bit sense. In
almost a
Right.
manga device there. The
Yeah.
way he's brushed in them clouds. Yeah.
But in
Reminds
the
me a
other
lot of the
panel,
manga. Yeah.
Yeah,
in the
this
other
is
panel I was telling
1986.
about. Yeah. In the other panel, what was jarring is that the lines didn't follow any movement. So I don't know, like it was distracting in that panel. Here, it kind of works better. Like I would have preferred like what they did in the next
I
panel.
guess that's that one.
Clean sky. Yeah. I would prefer that, but that I'm talking
I
about
guess
my
that's that
choices.
one
Naughty
one
word.
curse word there. Destroy yourself, asshole.
Kapow.
Wow.
Wow, did you see that, Chief? Cap just ricocheted the basher off the Empire State Building, dropping him on 42nd near Grand Central. And he's jumping after him. Give it up, Red. Destroy. Crash.
Yeah. This was made for cab
Why
drivers or
don't
something.
these superheroes? Why don't these superheroes say, you know, there's innocent lives and just take him up into orbit away from the city? No, they've got to bash it out right there in the city and destroy the city.
Well, we'll cover
Not
that.
only that.
We'll cover it.
Yeah.
It's covered in
Not
this
only
book.
that. Yeah, not only that, there's like private property, you know, like that's kind of
Yeah.
I'm
important.
sure it is.
Yeah.
In a universe where superheroes can be sued.
Yeah. No, in the universe where superheroes are charged for the destruction, who dares save anyone?
There goes
That's
the Chrysler Building.
That's why they
Ooh,
have
the
secret
Chrysler.
identities.
Yeah.
It's to avoid litigation.
In to save the day is super prosecutor.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we have more destroys as more action is going on. They're being battered around. Destroy. Oof. I know I got better oomph, better things to do than to cut. Oh, he goes, will you cut that out? He smacks him into pulls the top of the Chrysler building off. Whoops.
Oh, what a travesty. Destroy. Oh, nice. Nice. So he used the top of the Chrysler building as a bat.
Yeah. So then they come back with the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, this guy hates New York. Like I'm.
Okay, Red.
I'll see your Chrysler and raise you a Liberty.
A Liberty.
Okay,
yeah.
Red. Okay, Red. The kid gloves are off. Boom.
Yeah.
And this cop here goes, I better call this in.
Oh, now you think it would be a good idea? Okay.
Chief, do you read me? This is Officer Douglas at 42nd and Lex. It's getting kind of violent here, Chief. Yes, I can see it from where I am, Douglas. It looks like we'll have to evacuate Manhattan. Okay. Barbara goes, oh, Daddy, isn't there anything else we can do to help? And the chief says, only wait, daughter. Wait and pray.
Andy, is there like good guys in this book? All I see is two idiots destroying the city.
Destroy. Excuse me for a second. We actually have. There we are. I've cured the chat. Here we are.
Okay. Nice.
I like Chrysler. Currently drive a 2005 300C, a very loud, tuned 5.71 Hemi V8. Not the same Chrysler.
No. But a
They're
cool
hoping.
Chrysler too.
They're hoping and they're praying.
Yeah.
More
Oh my
destroy.
God.
Whoa.
Destroy. Boom.
Now for the subway. Sparky here,
cracks me
Chief.
up, man.
There's a line of explosions moving up Park Avenue. They must be in the tunnel coming out of Grand Central. Yep. Just surfaced at 78. Destroy.
I mean, he's keeping his word.
Huh.
He's destroying everything. He's just
Yeah.
destroy. Yeah.
So you've been kind of reading through this. I mean, what have you gotten out of it so far? I mean, you were talking about, I'm going to do every, he exclaimed that I'm going to do every trope, blah, blah, blah. What's the breakdown on this so far, Randy?
Well, we're getting a huge superhero, supervillain fight's what we're getting. So.
Yep.
I think he's just having a laugh and he's just taking the mickey out of everything.
Oh, that last panel, I like it.
You can see he's having fun. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I love
it's
the same destroy.
Yeah.
It's the same destroy over and over again, but with different stuff in front of it, or half in the panel, half out. Just hilarious.
Yeah. But I like the effect of the underlighting on the characters as they're doing like I don't know how you call that hold. The violent hug.
It's a great dynamic panel
I like the way in the last panel the rocks are going over this speech bubble.
Yeah.
The word balloon, I should say.
Yeah.
That's great.
And the panel at the bottom into the next page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He says back here, says that's it, Basher. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Go ahead. Sorry, Rex.
Now, did Basher have shoes to begin with, or was he always barefoot?
I think he was always barefoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like the can that would go barefoot,
Says he's kind of like Hancock. Smashes things to the point that his superhero help ends up hurting more than helping.
Do you guys like Hancock, that movie?
It was worth seeing once.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was
Yeah. That was about right. I'm always barefoot. As a Timberghini tube says, I'm always barefoot. Yeah. 52 flavors of Nick Weiser. Says, no more Mr. Nice Guy in the dialogue. Someone must be an Alice Cooper fan. Yeah.
That's a great song.
No
more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Sweet. Yeah.
Look at this. Gets kicked off.
Enjoying breaking those panels.
Yeah.
It's a fun book.
I love George Perez and John Byrne Debris.
Timberghini says
Keith
my other name is
Giffen does Debris really well.
Yes. Yep. First half of Hancock was okay, Dave says. Genuine Comics.
Yeah, I mean, it turned into something else. It started okay, and then it was like, what's happening here? But enough of Hancock. Back to destroy.
Don't go off half cocked.
Yep. That's never. Girls don't like that.
Not something.
Oh, we are at that.
Does. Peggy
We're already
was
at the
always
halfway
fully
point.
Cocked.
Yeah. That's the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never see that
Fully
though.
cocked.
Anyway.
Half cock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. It's also called
These
whiskey.
4 panels are just because of the debris. Love the debris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A little Kirby influence, would you say, Glenn?
How it just explodes over.
Yeah.
Certainly, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like the way that the superhero guy has got all the costumes on. He's got Cap's boots on. He looks like Batman's utility belt and Superman's cloak
Yeah.
and haircut. Maybe he's covered it all. The gloves and everything. I think it's great.
Mm.
There's not as much detail in the actual two characters as there is in the backgrounds, though, I've noticed.
Yeah.
No.
But the thing is, like, the environment calls for the lack of detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a clever move.
It makes them stand out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clever. So he's sort of doing everything the wrong way around, isn't he?
Yeah.
Some of the anatomy is a bit sucky.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So sorry to bring everyone down.
Well, they're bringing out those
It's
superhero dynamics and foreshortening is what it is. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's crap.
This
I get it. Like, yeah. He wasn't aiming for that. Like like he didn't spend that much time on the figures.
Yeah.
But the effect, the effect that really works though.
Yeah. No, I was being harsh, but like the anatomy is not, A grade. It's not A grade.
No.
Timberghini's got to go. Swing in some vines. Swing on some vines.
Some
Keep
vibes,
it real,
mate.
Yeah.
Say
care,
hi to
Timberghini.
Peter for me.
Yeah. And Jane.
Booper Russ over there. Chris says.
Yeah. Just saying it like I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
It reminds me of that Thor with the Wrecker in it. I think it was inked by Bill Everett. That full page. I don't know whether you remember the debris on that previous page.
No, but
anyway,
I'm familiar with the Wrecker and the Wrecking Crew. Yeah,
I like the is it the Absorbing Man?
Yeah,
when he comes for Thor and he's in the he's in the hospital. That's great. That's all Buscema and Sinnott. That is.
Is that where they defeat him by throwing a cardboard box at him?
It might be. Then he hits him and he's all like creased up.
Just whale the crap out of him. They're still tracking him down. They're still beating each other up. Destroy.
There's a whole
building
goes down.
Dude, if they make a movie, that's like one of the easiest characters for anyone to play. Like, what's your line? Destroy.
Yeah.
This is effectively the second half of Man of Steel, isn't it?
Yeah. It's done long before Man of Steel, though. I'm sure this is where they got the idea.
Probably.
Take all those buildings out.
Crusher Creel, I think it's how you write his name. Absorbing Man was always a fun guy in the comics. Yeah. Chris.
Well, he was when he touched mushrooms.
Yeah.
Boom, cha.
Yeah, that was great. That was awesome.
They took a sharp west-southwest turn, Chief. Plowing through Port Authority. Doubling back, zigzagging around Times Square.
He's gotten more.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
You were talking about the Destroy doesn't change, and now it's starting to change a little bit with some of this.
Yeah. He's back on Broadway, heading your way, Chief. Gas.
As
Good
the
if they
battle
stay on
sort of ramps
Broadway.
up, it's
They should come up two blocks south of here. Yeah. Say what, Rex? Go ahead. Sorry.
just that as the battle reaches a climax or gets more heated, it's the lettering's getting more erratic as well.
Yeah. On Destroy.
Yeah. How he writes Destroy.
Yeah.
Now we come to our point of tension. as the plot moves along.
More punches?
Oh, Captain Maximum, darling, please don't hurt him. Barbara, stay back. Babs, honey, what are you doing here? He says, destroy, destroy. Then she gets hit by a clunk of debris. Good Lord, she's been struck senseless by that pathetically small piece of flying debris. Madman, this is all your fault. You'll pay for this.
Yeah, why? Yeah, that always happens. Like, why do chicks do that? Like, you're fighting and they want to get in the middle of it. Like, stop! Like, they're not gonna stop. They're just gonna make everything worse.
Send in the bear.
Now we have more mayhem.
Of course. There's a chick involved now.
Destroy, shut up, destroy, shut up.
Yeah. That sounds like my last marriage.
There you are.
I'm gonna get in
Great
trouble.
close up on that last panel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Doug says about that, Pedro?
What? What?
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
You know it.
Anyway.
Yeah, the thing's like you don't know who thinks that's a mistake.
More destroy, destroy, destroy. Shut up.
Shut up.
Look at that.
Winds up for the pitch.
Oh my god, like the windmill punch.
Yes.
Awesome. Destroy.
That's brilliant.
Do you know what? There's the odd element here and there because he's keeping some of it simple in certain places. There's got a little bit of a manga feel to it.
Yeah, the faces.
And
Yeah,
his
I noticed
face
that.
there,
Yeah.
Yep.
his face there on the right hand side, and also a couple of pages back when they were looking straight at each other while they were
Yeah.
fighting.
I thought that.
Yeah.
What a great page.
He probably was
Yeah.
influenced.
Talk about
Oh
his
no, I'm sure he
splash,
was.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he lists Tezuka as one of his.
Yeah,
main
you can
influences.
put that on a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Stroy. What's Stroy?
Destroy.
Or Captain Maximum.
Well, just
Yeah.
DE. You wonder if he's going to say die, but you know.
Die.
DEI.
DEI.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That Welsh.
Long before that.
Always calling me out.
Mm.
Well, you must deserve it.
Yep. Things are not free, guys. It's always a reason.
Nothing's free.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just gave him a free knuckle sandwich.
Yeah.
I think he deserved it. He
Yeah.
paid for it.
Oh, jeez.
Randy's like,
Wait, he's gone
for
to
it.
the
Oh, dude,
Smash it to the moon.
this is great. They did that in One Punch Man too. Like he got punched into the moon. Wow, dude.
How long ago was that? Because this is 1986
One of
here.
these
Exact. No, I think
Yeah.
no One Punch Man is like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago. And dude, it's the exact same shot. Like I'm not kidding, guys. Like,
Well, this goes all the way back to the honeymooners back in the 50s, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. To the moon, Alice. Yeah.
I like the way he's shouting expletives on the moon, but because there's no air, you can't hear it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really good. And then as he comes back into the atmosphere, you can see the text start to turn up in his bubbles over on the right hand side there. That's clever.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's easy to take something like this so simple that, for granted, but man, there's been some thought put into this.
Yeah. Red Basher here comes up to the chief. Put the cuffs on me, chief. I'll go, or I'll come quietly. Now, I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. And the chief says, we've all had bad days, Red. We've all had bad days, Red.
Look, Chief, I've got somebody else's hands here for you to cuff.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it. Yeah, that's kind of a stretch, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, that's not cool.
I'm kind of lost, Randy, because you didn't read the first page there. He's like, did he just come to his senses all of a sudden?
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, Babs, I must have been mad. The captain was my closest friend. Now I finished him for sure." Babs says, "Please don't blame yourself, Red, no matter what you've done." And Red says, "But I must, Babs. I was wrong. It was wrong of me to be jealous, so jealous and possessive. I see now that I must let you make your own choices. Can you ever find it in your heart to forgive me, honey?" Babs says, "Of course I forgive you, Red. And I know that wherever he is, the captain forgives you too." It says, "Meanwhile, in the lonely lunar landscape, a fierce figure hurls his curses into soundless space."
Nice.
Then one mighty leap, and then here he comes.
That's going to leave a mark.
Oh,
that's going to leave a mark.
Kaboom.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Wow.
Barb didn't survive that.
No.
I'm just saying.
Many people didn't survive that.
Yeah. I mean, she was standing right next to the basher. She didn't survive that.
This is comics, folks.
Yeah.
Now, just thinking.
Like one of those, sorry, go on.
In 60s Marvel, that would have been wrecked, that artwork, with a big boom right across the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's making my camera throb. Look at that. Holy crap. Trying to get it into focus.
Two things.
Well, it was throbbing there for a minute.
That is definitely a Foom spread.
A Foom, yeah. A Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Yeah. You know, I actually used that in Devil Flyer story. I put Foom as a sound effect.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Friends of old Marvel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We've gone through a couple of old Foom magazines here in the past.
This just, I mean, look at that. My gosh, it needs to be treasury size. I mean, you're going down the coast there. You see the docks. You see the other buildings. You see the, in the far, in the farscape there. It's very impressive.
You got to wonder how long it took him to draw
with all the debris breaking the panels.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he can do the debris, but I'm starting to agree with Russ. He can't do the figure that well. I'm still cringing about the phantom hand panels. That was bad.
Ronan says it sounds like his current marriage.
See, I'm not alone.
Hail peeps.
Man.
Edwin, thanks for being here. HR says hello. Hello, HR.
You sheep.
Hey, H.
Yeah.
Nice, very good action piece. Sheep. Bye.
I was thinking about the goat.
A goat, yeah.
I was saying that looks like one of those rods from God.
Yeah.
He hit the ground so hard it made its own nuclear explosion.
Yeah, like the tungsten rod from the sky, right? Is that project?
Yeah. If you got, was it tungsten rods thrown down at a ridiculous speed? Or it doesn't even have to be that fast, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't need like
high
TNT.
enough, and they're big enough, and it's like boom or foom.
Cthulhu.
You don't want a sound effect to spoil that, though.
No.
Especially after
I don't
all
want
that effort.
color to spoil this book.
Yeah, I think they did kick a version out in color, though.
Okay.
I know they
Really?
kicked out a regular comic of it. And I think they did another version in color. Yeah. Okay, Edwin Double Flyer says, HR says, really impressive, very clean. Yep.
Yeah, dude. This guy's not
This is
afraid of the black.
Scott McCloud, who did Understanding Comics, reinventing comics, and regurgitating comics. Yeah.
This guy's not afraid of the blacks, and even I'm afraid of the blacks.
Okay.
Considering what happened, 15 years later,
Yeah.
He's got rid of the World Trade Center, well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even there, it didn't look like it was collapsing in on itself.
That's
Yeah.
right,
Mm.
Yeah, this is more
Successful
believable.
Packages. This
Yeah.
is more
Russ, eat your
believable.
pork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What,
See
too
if
soon?
it survives.
We gawked at it. Yeah.
Is he putting a cuff on him?
Desolation.
Oh my god. And the rooks are still falling around.
There's people, they're just laying around going, touching the back of the head, going, wow, what was
What
that?
happened?
Who-
Yeah, they
Who
should be
hit
like,
me with that truck?
yeah, they should be stains on the floor right now. And they're just like getting up, like, whoa, what happened?
What?
Huh?
Were we just in an episode of the A-Team?
That's got him, Chief.
I mean,
good cap.
just great.
This is
Now,
so
now
good,
if
man.
you'll allow me,
Great
Red Basher,
top panel.
I'm placing you under arrest. Go ahead, Rex. Sorry. Great top panel.
Oh, just that top panel with the debris still falling down, and yeah. I mean, totally unbelievable that not everyone's dead, and that earthquakes aren't happening in different states. You know.
Oh, that's nothing. Here's the ending.
Yeah.
Babs says, "My hero." Says, "A lot of damage, don't you think, Chief?" And Chief goes, "This is gonna take a while to clean up." Chief's here thinking, he says, "Well, at least no one was hurt."
Oh, okay. Wow. Say that to the insurance company.
Yeah.
See if they're laughing. I'm like,
Well, at
oh.
least no one was hurt.
Apart from that guy on the top left there, who seems to have had his spine twisted.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, that guy has a
Yeah.
wheelchair.
Yeah, the top and the bottom half of his body may not be connected anymore.
Right.
Yeah, dude. And he's like right under a square penis. Like, what's that?
That is kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's like a
Yeah.
like an Atari 2600 penis.
Concrete cock.
Yeah, exactly.
The end.
Oh, there's your map. Cool.
There's your map. Yep. The different places listed here in the legend. Different
Nice.
buildings that he destroyed. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, nice
He does
coffee
all
stains
things-
at the bottom, Russ.
Go look. Yeah, no.
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Authentic.
I mean,
For Randy.
You can
Authentic
you can
coffee
get
stains here.
pages, destroy original pages for $80.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And just think
Wow.
in 60s Marvel, the artist wouldn't have been paid for the last page.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it didn't
Author's
deserve
note.
to be honest.
That's cool that he's got an ad to Zot.
Yeah.
I knew of him because and picked his books up on comics, which I probably would have. He's come out with more than one. I know I got at least a couple of his books on how to do comics, but Zot was the very first thing that I read that he did, and it was a
He
Fun.
tell-
nice read.
That looks manga as well.
Go ahead, Glenn. Sorry. You were saying?
He told you how big the pages are there, 17.5 by 24.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Big.
Hmm.
$80.
$80.
They're big.
Not available. Sorry. Cover, back cover, pages 211, 28, 29, and 32.
Wow.
Just be sure to list alternatives. No
Yeah.
touch-up was done on reduced photostats. So original pages may vary from printed page.
Wow.
Okay.
He's a million.
And Zot here, more than just a punch in the mouth.
Can we see the back cover?
Back cover is pretty simple. Just continues the explanation points from the.
I'll pay $80 for that.
That could go on a t-shirt.
Yeah. That would look cool on a t-shirt though.
But his note is, well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did.
Man, my girlfriend's gonna hate me.
I know the idea of a jumbo page, 32-page black and white comic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm sorry, I can't read it with these glasses.
Okay.
Let me grab my other set here. Eyes aren't.
I need to do a video where I got a rag copy of this and I just point it towards the camera and go, destroy it, and start ripping it to pieces.
Yeah, just burn it. Yeah.
I know the idea of a jumbo size 32-page black and white comic featuring nothing but two great big muscle bound morons beating the crap out of each other might have seemed a bit strange to some of you at first. Maybe it still seems strange. Maybe it is strange. Well, in fact, I had some very good reasons for doing this comic, and if you'll bear with me for a moment, I'll make them up or explain them as best or as well as I can. Sorry, I'm going to pull this up here. Of course, it all began with Super Boxers. That's that Marvel graphic novel. Right? Ron Wilson?
Yeah, about Ron Wilson.
Remember that book? Back when Marvel was doing graphic novels.
Yes, indeed. I bought it.
They did one about power enhanced boxers with special gloves.
Crazy.
It says, I still can remember when that renowned Marvel Comics production first appeared a few short years ago. The fanzine critics, especially one Cat Ironwood, really tore into it for, among other reasons, the fact that it was allegedly nothing but pure senseless violence. Sound familiar? Well, as soon as I read the reviews, I knew I had to see the thing. Obviously, the critics had simply missed the point. I mean, pure senseless violence. Man, what a great idea. A perfect spoof of modern comics. Sometime later, I did manage to find a copy at our local shop. Flipping through it, my heart fell in disappointment. Super Boxers had just as much talking, plot complications, and moralizing as any old color comic. Oh, sure. It had its share of senseless violence, but it wasn't what I was hoping for. No, sir. It wasn't pure. Switch to 1985. Says I should here. Never mind. My color comic Zot had hit its 10th and final issue that summer, and he ended up continuing that after that. And toward year's end, I was ready to get back into the thick of things. A return that was to be delayed, but that's another story. No, it didn't take me 9 months to draw this. Anyway, I wanted to do a couple of odd projects while Eclipse and I discussed ways of bringing back Zot without losing our shirts. Somewhere in the back of my mind, this vision of the Ultimate Fight comic was still rattling around. I mean, there I was just coming off a comic where one of the big questions was, isn't justice more than just a punch in the mouth? Wouldn't it be fun to have one last shot at the kind of comic that prompted that question in the first place? The time was right. Superhero writers had been raising the stakes like crazy. There was and is this mad chain reaction going on. Nothing short of cosmic destruction seemed to raise any eyebrows anymore. I mean, who cares if all the powerful mega beings in the megaverse are joining forces? Every one of them had their butts whipped a dozen times, usually by Spider-Man or Green Arrow or some 5-year-old with a broken leg. Nope, forget it. Not impressed. Of course, plenty of gifted folks were already mining this vein by last year. Valentino's Normal Man turned heroism on its head by giving the whole world powers and making normality a feature to be proud of. Don Simpson pumped in dynamite and steroids and took exaggeration to unheard of levels in Megaton Man. Rick Veitch's The One stripped our heroes to the core and made all hell break loose in the process. And Alan Moore made every superhero comic he wrote seem like the last one ever written. Now I'm not one of those stump our superheroes and only read American Splendor types. After all, I got started in superheroes myself. It's true. I'm a fanboy. Put on the cuffs. There's no denying it now, but at least I'm smart enough to see the superhero. Oh man, my eyes are just going here.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Gonna have to stare at the board here for a second while I pull this closer. Smart enough to see how the superhero formula has us artists by the short hairs. It's like all of us, even the supposedly progressive ones, are still playing King of the Hill with Jack Kirby, just trying to do that one big explosion, that one powerhouse punch, that one bitchin' close-up that'll just be bigger and badder than anything he ever drew. Somehow I knew that I had to break away from that insidious, unvoiced challenge once and for all. By blowing the works in Destroy, I hope to do just that. Get it out of my system and maybe encourage others to do the same. Now that it's done, I plan to get back to out there as soon as possible and do some real comics, with real people, real stories. I won't be turning purist overnight. Old habits die hard, but maybe I can at least start to put this stuff behind me. Meanwhile, there's not much longer of my becoming too snobbish about my comics, not with any sordid past. There is not with my sordid past, sorry. And there's no way I'll lose my affection for those great hero books that got me into the business. I'm sure I'll still be able to enjoy a good old-fashioned superhero comic from time to time, just like I can still enjoy Sesame Street. That's what he says.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he's being a little bit too self-conscious.
Oh, no, not just a little.
Yeah, dude. That's just like, dude, you think in Japan they give a hoot about, oh, I'm doing the power fantasy again? Like, they don't care. Just make it entertaining. It's just, I don't know, man. Overthinking.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
That's Destroy, folks, from Eclipse Comics. What a great comic.
yeah, it was awesome.
I think it's one of the best comics I've seen.
Yeah, and my girlfriend's gonna hate me because the next time I hit it, I'll be screaming, "Destroy!" Yeah.
There you are.
Oh, dear.
Loudest comic book in the universe, folks.
Yeah. For at least
1986. Treasury size. See if you
Mhm.
can find that at a convention anywhere. I haven't seen it in years. So I just happened to run across it when I was looking for the Land of Oz book, and I said, well, I should show this off. So for next week, Sunday Funnies, what I'm thinking of doing is going through a couple of copies of an old, maybe not so old fanzine collection, Alter Ego.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Fancy.
I've got two issues of Alter Ego here.
His Zot comic ran to issue 36 and was published in 1991. Was the final issue.
Well, it ran for another 6 years. And Zot was a kind of superhero kid. So he didn't get his superheroing
I
all
didn't
out
know
of
he
his
did
system,
an
did
ash
he?
can.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he did an ash can. And here's
6
an
years
ash
ain't a bad run for anything.
can from 1985.
Look at that, Alex Toth. There you go.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
There's a couple of great issues that I picked up in my travels. One's celebrating Edgar Rice Burroughs. The other one's celebrating Alex Toth. So we'll go through those next week,
Love
next
it.
Sunday.
Awesome.
Some great artwork. A lot of artwork here that I hadn't seen before. So that might actually be a wraparound cover too. Nope, it's not. But a lot of fun. Next week, folks, we'll look at some Alter Ego.
Cool as.
Looking forward to it.
Ronan's laughing. HR says text panels. Text panels reverse negative would make the page more elegant and calmer and make the end more impactful. Yeah.
Mm.
Says take the Toth one. There we are.
Take that Toth.
Take the toss.
Oh, great. They're both really great issues, by the way. I'm coming back. HR says, good.
Yeah.
Always welcome to have you here. That's next Sunday, folks. We're a little short today, but, we had one book to look at and it was a great book. So,
Yeah.
There's no ardent rule that we had to go 2 hours every time, is there?
no, there isn't. Not at all. Nope. Appreciate you all being here, everybody in the chat and that. And I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as we did going through this great book.
It was awesome, man.
Pedro, tell folks where they can find you.
Oh, well, you can find me on X or Twitter at Anguilla, in my YouTube channel at Pedro Ang. I know it's coming, but I have a new drawing table I'm preparing the classes. I'm going to do the first streaming, I think, next Tuesday. If you want to learn how to animate, so join me in my channel, Pedro Ang, and wonderful art of animation vulgarity. No vulgarity, just animation. And yeah, if you want to learn to do it the classical way, through digital means, this is your place. No investment. You have to get open source software called OpenTunes and have like a drawing tablet or a drawing screen, and we're in business. So see you next Tuesday.
Sweet. Rex, tell folks how they can find you. If you can.
Knock at my door or you can find me on Twitter, Facebook under Rex Christian. Who's laughing and why for? And can find my book over there on Fund My Comic and on YouTube every day on 4 o'clock Shadow and other broadcasts. That's pretty much it.
All right. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Well, here, hello. You can find me on JD Calderon's channel in about an hour's time, actually. I think Glenn might be there as well.
I think I will be, yeah.
Yes,
There you go.
you can find me at rustleach.com. You can find out all about the Shadow Kingdom there. I think we've got one more. If we have one more backer, we'll hit 10k again. So that would be really cool if someone could do that today. That would be so cool. And you will enjoy this book. It's a great book. In Portuguese, it is O Reino das Sombras. There you go.
Reino das Sombras.
Reino das Sombras.
Oh,
So get yourself a Portuguese version as well from our publisher Red Dragon, and if you can't get that last version, I'm sure there'll be another version out really soon because we're hopefully getting a black and white special edition out.
it ends
So
today.
all of this you can find out about at rustleach.com. Please sign up for the email list, and just as Rex has said, the last chance you're going to get this particular book in this particular version is today. It all ends tonight on the stroke of midnight. There you go. So get over to fundmycomic.com, The Shadow Kingdom,
And
or
help.
just get over to rustleach.com and get on that email list.
Get over 10,000.
So you
Come
got-
on. We can do
I
it.
have a question though. You get it in Portuguese, but you don't have it in Spanish yet.
It's because Red Dragon approached us, and that's what they wanted to do. So we're completely at their behest. They approached us, and we said, of course, we'd love to do it, whatever you want to do. So if they want to do it in Spanish, then off they go.
So Red Dragon hates Latin America, not you guys. Got it.
Well,
No, it's all right,
Brazil,
it's all right.
so you know.
Oh, that's why. That's
Yeah.
why. You should have started there. Brazil is weird.
Yeah, there was a clue.
Clue.
You should look at Red Dragon's catalog too. It is incredible.
Yeah.
It is. They have got quite a lot of fantastic books out there. Yes.
Oh, dude, but all jokes aside, like Brazil is an awesome market to be in. There are 180 million people, and they
Yes.
love art. So
They love
Yeah.
comics. They love art. Yeah, but I found out a little while
What we
ago
hear.
because I wasn't aware of this that Brazil have their own tradition
Everything.
of comics in the same way that Japan or Europe or America has superheroes and what have you. Like Brazil has its own tradition of comic books, so it really is cool to be picked up and put out to
and you'll be surprised. Argentina has the same thing, but they don't have any money, so it doesn't really matter. But Argentina has the same thing, but they had like a very great connection with Italy. So they would get like Italian artists and Argentinian writers. And dude, if you can get your hands on the Eternaut, dude, awesome comic book. The writer's a little bit of a commie, but the story is awesome. So basically,
In
what
fact,
would happen?
he was threatened by his government for writing that book. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was in league with the Montoneros, and those were basically terrorists. But I'm not gonna get into Argentinian politics. So yeah, he lived a very interesting period of his history. But dude, like the story is really good, and the art is superb. So if you can get your hands on that book, yet or not, please do.
Yeah, that artist has done a number of great works, very few of which have been translated and printed here in the States.
Yeah,
Matt with 4 T's has a YouTube channel that I can't recommend highly enough because he does a lot of great research. He's got an entire video around that artist and the trials and tribulations he had to go through just to do his art.
yeah.
And
But he
it's
was a
really
writer.
an amazing piece.
Yeah, he was a writer, not an artist. Like he always used to.
Oh, I'm
Italian
sorry.
artists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a writer, but he did a number of just phenomenal works. I'm sitting there watching, looking at this stuff and going, man, I got to go dig those up.
Yeah. His name is.
There's the Shadow Kingdom,
Osterson?
folks.
There you go.
Say what?
Oh, his name was Osterson, like Enrico Guillermo Osterson or something.
Right.
Dude, legend.
214 backers, folks. We're really close to breaking 10,000 again. So please give some thought to backing this great product to go fund my comics. Fundmycomic.com. Look for the Shadow Kingdom. It's right there on the first page. This is probably the last full day that we'll have this storefront open. And then after this, it'll be gone.
Gone.
So go over there and take a look. fundmycomic.com. I should throw that link in the chat here. Give me just a
Yeah,
second.
that would come in handy.
Let me do that. It is there.
Pimps don't cry.
And thanks again to everybody who's backed that campaign. Deeply appreciate it. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me if you put my name in Google, but if you go to fundmycomic.com, you'll be able to get a copy of my Hatch annotated book, which features the history of Hatch. He's nearly 40 years old now. Lots of published artwork and unpublished artwork in there. And you'll learn the reasons as to his origins, where he came from, and all this kind of thing. If you go to
your microphone's a little shrouded there.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. If you go to newhavenpublishing.com, you get my book about my visit to see Jack Kirby at his home. And if you go to Amazon, you can get issue 15 now of my magazine. If you put my name in Google, you'll find pretty much everything I've got. I've got lots of books on Amazon, 11 published books so far, lots of magazines, lots of artwork and everything. So just go there and you'll find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Do it. Go find those books. They're great stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Next time, Glenn, please turn off the anti-commercial filter you have on, because whenever you're talking about your book, you were breaking up. As soon as you started talking about something else,
Streams are doing weird things at the moment.
If I knew how to do that, I'd consider it.
Yeah, you're coming through crystal clear now. So.
Now, yeah, like he's not trying to make any money.
What Glenn said was,
"Get my book."
There you go. Get rid of that communist microphone, man.
This trip to Easter Island gave me my claim to Brazil. I flew over Brazil in an aircraft. It's a lot of trees down there as I went into Argentina. So get this book. Mm-hmm. It'll tell you all about it.
Trees.
Sweet.
Nice. Trees.
And folks, I've been your host, Randy
Destroy.
Zimmerman. You can find my work over at aerocomics.store. Don't destroy aerocomics.store.
No, don't.
Go over there and take a look. Look at some great comics like Herobot Zero, which is my robot character. Paragon's over there as well. Calico, Alice in Chains, The Fool. There's 2 issues of Herobot over there for your enjoyment. There's also a couple of PDF files that you can purchase of a little cartoon monkey I've got named Spank that are in full color for the first time ever, available in PDF over there at aerocomics.store. So go over there and enjoy those if you can. So appreciate you very much. Everything that you find at aerocomics.store is available to be shipped out immediately. So once you buy it, it'll be a very short time before you get it in your hands. So please go there. Go over to fundmycomic.com. Take a look at all of the other great projects over there as well. There's some phenomenal, great stuff. If you have a campaign you're thinking about doing, give fundmycomic.com some thought. Take a look. Do your research. Look around at the different platforms, and I'm sure you're going to find Fund My Comics to be very favorable, not just in percentages back to you, but also in exposure.
Exactly. And you'll keep more of your money. Yeah, you'll keep more of your money.
Yep. Guys, you know, what's Kickstarter and Indiegogo and the other sites actually doing for you anyway? Give it some thought.
Yeah. They hit on you.
Aero Comics, folks. Get aerocomics.store, fundmycomic.com. We're here every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for Sunday Funnies. We're usually 2 hours. We're cutting it short today because it was just one book and it was a short book. So we deeply appreciate everybody being here. We know the majority of our viewership comes after the fact. What are you laughing about? I missed it. Sorry. We know the majority of our viewers come on after we're done, and we deeply appreciate you being here. If there's anything that you want us to take a look at, because we look at great sequential art from the greatest sequential artists that we can find. If you have something you want us to take a look at, let us know. Stuff coming up in the future, you're going to see some Mobius, you're going to see more John Buscema, you're going to see some more Jack Kirby. So also on Friday mornings, we do Comics by Night, where we look a little bit more in depth at sequential art, regular comics, and the great masters that have done this work for decades. Right now, we're just finishing up Two-Fisted Tales. And there's a lot more coming along, a lot more EC material. Mobius again, Kirby, some Wally Wood coming up. Deeply appreciate you being here and looking those over. We are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, at the Randy Zim YouTube channel, but most especially at the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel, where there's a lot of other programming there as well that you might enjoy. Go over there and take a look. And also, while you're at the Indie Comics Network, they do take stars over there in order to help us support the network. All the money that Indie Comics Network collects goes to help fund this channel or fund this network. And we're really glad
drugs at all.
We're there.
Awesome.
Guys, no drugs.
If you want us to see something, make sure it's comics. We don't want to see like boils at the base of your ass cheek or anything. Comics.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No boils.
Just making sure.
I do have a great book on Tijuana Bibles, but we won't be looking at those either.
Yeah.
Nope. All right, folks. We'll see you soon. See you next week. We'll be live next week. We'll be live on Friday as well. Friday's Two-Fisted Tales. We're just finishing that up. Next week, we'll go through at least the Alter Ego with Toth in it, because somebody in the chat's already said, let's do the Toth one.
Let's do the Toth.
There's some great artwork in there, some great testimonials about Toth's career. This was done as a memoriam shortly after he passed. It's a great magazine. So we'll see everybody then.
Awesome. Go back Shadow Kingdom.
See ya.
Back Shadow Kingdom, sir. Your last 24 hours on that. Back Devil Flyer, back Hatch Annotated. Keep an eye out for Pedro's work coming soon.
Yeah.
And his show on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday. It's
show.
gonna take the slot I used to have with Ginge, the Ginge and Pedro shows. It's gonna be Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to do like animation class, or we're going to recommend movies, talk about old animated shows and whatnot. And also, I want to have this segment when I can have like comic book artists, like, hey, how can we simplify your character for animation? Because that's very important. We're parallel art forms, but they're different. And that's something I learned the hard way in this last 4 years where I got into the comic book arena. So there's going to be cool things to talk about. So be on the lookout, guys. It's going to be fun.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
And I have.
Got to like correct clubs.
Take care, everybody. See you soon. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
Yeah.
See some great comics? It's Comic Book Show and Tell twice a week. Comics by Night every Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern. And the Sunday Funnies every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel.
Void where prohibited. Not available with any other offers. Side effects may include loss of boredom and a sudden urge to read more comics. Check with your doctor if a sudden rash appears.
In the time before Atlantis sank and the lands of the world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny. Leaving his Atlantean tribe behind and throwing off the shackles of Lemurian bondage, he sailed the seas as a pirate captain before seizing his place as a king. And now that he has the throne, how long will he be able to keep it? This is the Shadow Kingdom, the classic sword and sorcery tale by Robert E. Howard, adapted by Randy Zimmerman, with artwork by Russ Leach. Available now.
Look at that great logo.
FunMyComic.com.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen.
Taste the biscuit.
And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
Maybe if you use that voodoo witchcraft on your own trade, you'd find somewhere on the other end of the snake pit. I mean, do you know what a revolutionary soldier looks like? Have you seen photographs? Have you seen paintings? Have you seen charcoal sketches? I haven't seen them either.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the good.